Today's video, I am going to be discussing in emergency situations, what will you do with your silver and gold? How are you, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, I am not a financial advisor. I'm a guy talking about precious metals, so blast that subscribe button, get your bell notification click, that way you get updated with any new content. Now, today I am doing a follow-up video to one I've done previously, talking about the main reasons as to why I am stacking gold over silver. Today I am revisiting one of the main reasons, which is how heavy and cumbersome silver can be, especially in an emergency situation. What opened my eyes to this was about 2 years ago. I made a full stack video showing all of the silver and gold that I had at that time. And because of that video, I had to make many trips to the safe to carry all of the silver to the table and then back again. And then back and forth, back and forth. And it made me realize, once I laid out all of that silver on that table, it made me realize just how heavy this stuff can get. And I want to, and when I posted a video, and I'm just going to take out some of the fractional stuff here. When I posted that video, there were some people that actually agreed with me. And they told me that they recently had, and this person, one of the comments that actually stands out to me the most, one of the people has an apartment, and it was a 5-story walk-up. And because of that, this individual, the fire alarm went off in the building, they had to make multiple trips up and down the 5 flights. Look at this gold Libertad, just to get to their silver and get it out of the building. And I said that was precisely one of the main reasons why I don't stack silver anymore. I do own a substantial amount of silver still, of which the majority of it is for my business. Those of you that are familiar with my channel, I do have my website, empirepreciousmetals.com, in which I have a decent amount of items listed there, so definitely check those out there. The other thing too is I have my weekly auctions. Right now I'm doing them Sundays 5 p.m. Eastern, Wednesdays 7 p.m. Eastern. And I do sell a lot of silver on that on those auctions. And the majority of the silver that I own is for my business. I don't consider it part of my personal stack, and I just buy and sell silver, and that's how I am able to stack as much gold as I've been able to accumulate in the last year and a half or so. I've had gold prior to my YouTube channel, but I've been able to stack it at a much faster rate because of my business. Now, when you are dealing with a scenario like an SHTF where you have to get out of Dodge quickly, or when you are looking to get out of your home in a hurry because of, let's say, a fire or some other sort of emergency event, you are going to want to get all of your precious metals out, right? I'm pretty sure, aside from your pets and your kids, and your precious metals most likely is going to be something that the majority of you watching this video are going to try to go and get, right? Unless you have something else in your home that is extremely valuable, but more than likely, the majority of you watching this video, you're going to try to get your precious metals out of the home. And when you are trying to put all of that silver into a backpack or a bin or whatever it is that you're trying to rush out of the home, it is heavy. And let's just say you had to go for an extended distance where you had to actually be on foot. Whatever the case may be, it is going to be very difficult for you to travel with that silver, and it's going to be difficult for you to conceal it. So if there were ever an SHTF scenario, I do see the merits. I'm not talking fire, get out of your house. I'm talking about, let's say, an SHTF scenario where you've got that whole sort of zombie apocalypse thing that a lot of people in the stacking community believe in, which I am one that does not believe in it, right? And when I say zombie apocalypse, I'm kind of being tongue-in-cheek here, but they're talking about a complete economic meltdown and humanity kind of going to hell in a handbasket and people kind of turning on one another, and they say that you need to have ammo and that sort of thing. I'm not one of those individuals that thinks that that's going to happen. But if you have to, hoof it on foot with all of that silver, you are going to have a very difficult time, okay? Because you're carrying your supplies. Your backpack is going to weigh anywhere between 18 to 20 pounds if you're carrying food, maybe a day's worth of clothes, some medical supplies. I mean, those go bags can get rather heavy. So most likely, you're not going to want to be carrying all of that silver. And if you are, let's say, in a situation, God forbid, that your house is on fire, you're not going to want to be going in and out of the house. You want to get the heck out of there in one shot. It is going to be very difficult for you to carry all that silver out of your home. Whereas if you have, let's say, the majority of your wealth locked up in a stack of gold, it's a lot easier for you to grab 2 stacks of gold or 2 tubes of gold than it is tons and tons of tubes of silver, 10-ounce bars and all that stuff. I would challenge you to do this, okay? And this is for the individuals who are more seasoned silver stackers. I'm not talking about the newbies, and I'm making this video because I'm trying to tell the people that are new to stacking that if you are stacking a lot of silver, you're going to want to consider really kind of focusing on gold. This silver right here, these are all I have for my American Silver Eagles, okay? That's it. And if, let's say, my house was on fire, I would grab the gold. Maybe I'd grab some of the Silver Eagles, and that's it. I would leave everything else. My recommendation for those of you that are seasoned stackers, I want you to open up your safes or wherever you have your silver and your gold. And I want you, depending on how much silver you have, but if you have like 300, 400, 500 ounces, I want you to open up your safe. And I want you to carry as much silver as you possibly can to another part of your house, okay? To a table somewhere on the other side of your home, wherever it is. And I want you to see how many, trips it's going to take you to get your silver out of your safe, and try to imagine carrying all of that. And more likely than not, a lot of you won't do this, but it was eye-opening for me when I did this, and I saw just how much silver it took me to get from my safe to my table, and how many trips it took, and it was a big challenge. So I would recommend that you try to do that. And comment down below and be honest. Was it more than you realized? I mean, I've seen other channels in the stacking community who have huge stacks of silver. And I always tell them, dude, what are you going to do if your house is on fire or you have to get out of there really quick? You are not going to be making multiple trips, getting all of that silver out of your home. And if they say, yeah, well, I'm not worried, I've got a 110-minute rated fireproof safe, you are still going to have a very difficult time. Even if, let's say, a hurricane or tornado, I'm telling you, do yourself a favor and just do this little experiment. If you've got like 500 ounces or more of silver, just see how hard it is to kind of gather that all up and carry it all. And let me know down below. But that is one of the things I want you to think about. In an event of a fire or an emergency, have some sort of plan in place. And if you've got a lot of gold and a lot of silver, you're not going to be able to carry that all. So you got to think about what it is that you're going to prioritize. So for me, I'm grabbing my gold, and if I have to really get out in a hurry, I'm just grabbing the gold and I'm getting out. And I'm just going to say, too bad for the silver. It was nice knowing you, but that's it. If I have a little bit more time, I'm going to try to grab a little bit of the silver too. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. In the event of an emergency, what is it that you are going to do? Comment down below. Let us know. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.